Hi, I'm Dave Leckness, the mayor of the great city of Mission Viejo. I'm standing in one of the most incredible spots in Mission Viejo. It's so incredible, I can't even tell you where it is, but it's in Mission Viejo, almost in the middle of Mission Viejo. I'm standing next to a genius named Ron. He's going to tell you who he is and what his background is, and then we're going to take a little spin around here, and I'm going to show you some incredible things of where your toilet water goes. And I don't mean water from your dishwasher or from your sink or from the hose. This is from the toilet. Ron, tell us where we're at right now. What's your background here?
Okay, well, my name is Ron Johnson. I'm the plant supervisor. This is the Oso Creek Water Reclamation Plant. We call it Oso Creek because we're right next to the Oso Creek. And the purpose of this plant is to convert sanitary sewage, wastewater from, like, as you said, the toilet, the drains in your house, etc., convert it to reclaimed water that we use for irrigation. That's the primary purpose of this plant.
And then, Ron, after it's done here, you shoot it off to the ocean?
No, the water that's produced here actually goes up to the Upper Oso Reservoir, up off of the 241, and on its way, it gets distributed to irrigation users in Mission Viejo.
Gotcha. So the water that comes from here, after you clean it all up, it goes to our slopes and our medians and stuff like that. Am I right? All right, Ron. Let's go take a look at some of the stuff that's going on here. Okay, we're standing over, I don't know what these things are, but it's churning brown water. Now that doesn't sound good, and Ron, what I'm going to ask you is, we're standing 5 feet above this terrible looking stuff, but it smells like a garden here. Why does it not smell? You would think because of brown water and where we're at, it would stink. This place smells fantastic. Explain why.
Well, it's interesting that you said it smells like a garden, because basically what's happening here is the type of organisms, that microorganisms, bacteria that live in your garden are in this plant treating the dirty water that comes in from your toilets. And it's basically what we're doing is we're concentrating those bacteria in a mass that we call activated sludge. We mix that with the raw water coming in. We bubble air through it to provide lots of air, and the bacteria are very greedy. They eat all the food and they grow real fast, and so they'll eat up everything. And so after about 6 hours in this basin, the water emerges from the other end, and it is pretty clean. All of the dissolved organic material that's associated with your waste has been removed, and it's been incorporated into the bacteria.
Ron, I want to go over to this other area now where it's almost like a waterfall of sludge. Right. Can we go over there now?
Okay.
Now, Ron, down here, I want to call it a waterfall of sludge. What in the heck is going on down there?
Okay, well, this is the weirs and launders of the secondary clarifier. This is where we actually separate the cleansed water from the activated sludge. Remember, in the other tank, we mixed it all up. In this tank, it's a clarifier. So what we're doing is allowing the sludge to settle out to the bottom, and the clarified water comes over the top. Although it has a small amount of organic material in it, this water is essentially clean. So what we'll do from this point is take it through a filtration step to remove the small particles of solids that you see in there, and also we'll add bleach to it to kill any remaining bacteria.
All right, Ron, thank you. Amazing. That's wild looking. I want to go to a different part over here. I want to know what's going on over in that area right there.
Okay, you mean the big hole?
The big hole. We're going to the big hole now. Okay, Ron, I'm going to ask you about your background here. I know that you graduated from, I believe it was MIT.
That's correct.
I know you're low-key. Ron is like, that's not a big deal, but it is a big deal, Ron. Ron runs this whole place. He and 2 other guys, I believe he said. Tell us about how you ended up here and how long you've been here, Ron.
So, like I said, been here since '95. I have two operators that work with me. Doesn't really take a lot of manpower to operate this plant, so long as, because we have a lot of automatic instruments.
Okay, again, we're here at the Oso plant. I'm standing with Ron Johnson. The guy's a genius from MIT. We have him here in Mission Viejo. Right now, Ron and I are standing over, how many feet down is that, Ron?
Oh, that's about 25 feet.
25 feet down. All the, I don't want to use the word poo, but all the stuff from the toilets in Mission Viejo, they all come down into one giant pipe. That pipe comes right into here, right down there. And what's happening down there right now as we speak, Ron? What's going on?
Well, Dave, as you know, some stuff rolls downhill. And we're at the bottom of the hill. What we do is we just stick, there's a pipe, we call it a trunk line. We stick a gate in there to force the water into our treatment plant. It goes through a grinder called a channel monster. It basically grinds up the solids into smaller bits so that it won't interfere with the operation of our equipment. And after going through the grinder, the water goes into a series of pumps that pump it up through that pipe right there.
Can we go up there? Can we go up?
That's right.
We're going up now. We're going up to where it all gets...
It gets strained. We strain out the ground.
The strainer. We're going to the strainer. Let's go. The roto strainer. Come on. Okay, Ron, now we're high atop the Santa Margarita Water Reclamation Point. And Ron, tell me what's going on right below our feet here.
Okay, well, this is the water that has been strained into roto strainers, and it's actually going into the treatment plant. So as you recall before, we forced water through a grinder into a set of pumps. The pump pumped up the hill up to this facility. And the water now has small particles of ground solids and material.
Now, what do you mean by solids?
Want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's
see it. All right, Ron, tell us what we're looking at here, because this is absolutely disgusting, but I love it. It's very interesting. Tell us what we're looking at.
This is the roto strainer, and it's basically straining out the ground of solids from the channel monster that have been pumped up to this part. It's the equivalent of a primary clarifier for those of you who know something about wastewater treatment. And it basically looks like a salad bar. That's what we call it, the nickname, because if you look in there, you can see lots of bits of food particles as well as more disgusting things. So this is our influent flow chart, and the pin basically just represents the incoming flow rate. Right now it's about 1.5 million gallons per day is the flow rate, equates to about 1,000 gallons per minute. So, and you can see it fluctuates quite a bit depending on the amount of water coming through. And at the peak here, it's about 2.5 million gallons a day.
Hi, Ron. Behind you, I call it magenta. You call it whatever color, but it's a famous color that all the residents know. When you see this color on an irrigation system, we know the water came from here. Am I right about that?
That's correct. That's the purple pipe and color, and the non-domestic water system, all the pipe is colored purple so that plumbers, etc., can distinguish it from the normal pipes and not give you a cross connection in your home.
Ron, let's say you're out on, you're thirsty and you're jogging in Mission Viejo and you drank this water that came from this facility. Would you die?
If you're a healthy person, there's very little chance that you'll actually die, but you might get a bad case of the runs.
Thank you, Ron. We're all done today. This guy right here, a genius, MIT graduate, Ron Johnson, gave us a fantastic background idea of what goes on when all the water from your toilets come to a place, and you make this place fantastic. It smells great. You can eat off the floor here. You are fantastic, Ron, and thank you so much for letting us come into your domain, I guess you'd say. And again, what a great. Any parting words, Ron? Anything you want to say?
Well, thanks a lot. Thanks for giving us a chance to show what we do here. We do prefer anonymity. We figure if we're doing a good job, if you guys don't talk to us very much. And so I think we've been doing a pretty good job. Most people in this neighborhood really aren't aware of what we're doing. But it's all really dependent on, you guys. cooperating with us in, you know, all of the projects that we have to run in order to make sure the water gets collected properly and gets to the plant.
If you ever want to talk to Ron, you call up over here. I'm sure he's here every time I've been here, you're here. So again, I'm Dave Leckness, the mayor of the great city of Mission Viejo, and we're lucky to have this man right here, part of our team. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Should I put these on one leg at a time?
Yeah, one leg at a time. So that's
that was a joke, Rudy.
Federal